Hi everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Lunchtime Gemtalk. My name is Kunming, and join here with Andrew. That's your cue.
Yes, okay. I just got that cue, and together with Andrew,
it's Kunming. So good afternoon everyone, and let's just share our thing with people so that more people can join us. Let's give a few moments before we start. Okay, if you not this banner. Hi everyone. If you are first time joining us, please give StreamYard permission to access your name and picture. Go to streamyard.com/Facebook that you can give StreamYard access so that they can actually see you and we can talk and make it an interactive session. Hi everyone, I see people are coming in. Let me just go and share it with on my Facebook. Hi everybody. Make it an interactive session. Hi everyone, I see people are coming in. Let me just go and share it on Facebook. Lunchtime Gemtalk. Yeah, I mean, okay, I just shared. So, hi everyone, good afternoon. Have you had your lunch, or you're having your lunch? Hey, welcome to Lunchtime Gemtalk. And yeah, Andrew, how are you?
I'm okay. Today was, today is quite a cozy day. I'm sure everyone in Singapore is experiencing it right now. The weather is just so chill.
Yeah, wow, so chill, right? Last night it started raining from 11 p.m. to this morning.
Yeah, nobody wants to wake up today.
Yeah, nobody wants to wake up today. But anyway, we are here. And anyway, we don't start so early in the museum, so it's good. Hi everybody, welcome to Lunchtime Gemtalk. And we're going to start in a few more moments, just waiting for more people to come in. If you know anybody who is interested, today's topic is Feldspar group, phenomenon of Feldspar group, most colorful world of Opal, and also cat's eye Chrysoberyl, and also facts about Peridot. So these are past zooming in with gems. Yeah. Oh, Joanna is waiting for lunch to arrive. Yeah, hi everybody. Hi. So today, if you have anybody who likes gemstones, who want to know more about gemstones, yeah, just feel free to join our Gemtalk and do comment, and be part of our whole Lunchtime Gemtalk. Hi Terry, good to see you. Good to see you the other day. Today we are doing a bit of a talking about this Feldspar group, Colourful, Opal, Desirable, Cat's Eye, Chrysoberyl, and Peridot. Hi Baba. Wow, have you had your lunch? Good to see all of you. Yeah, Andrew, you can also type in, right? Is it the comments at the side in the StreamYard?
I don't think so.
Only me. Okay. Yeah, let's. Oh, okay. Let's continue on. So so today we're gonna discuss all this, and that's us again. Thanks Andrew for doing this. This is a really interesting photo of me.
Amateur work.
Yeah. So anyway, today our objective is really to connect with our past and new audience, and also to answer any questions from the arose from the past webinars, and recap past webinars, and also share questions asked by visitors of the Gem Museum. Many times at the museum, we have people asking questions, and we do take note of them, because questions are actually what people are thinking about, and there's no stupid questions. I must encourage everybody to ask questions. Yeah, because you know, many of us, we think differently, and then one of the reasons why we set up the Gem Museum is for people to come and build community, right, Andrew?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we do have many welcome many different type of people before, so it's kind of amazing actually.
Wow, I'm very curious. What kind of different people? Yeah.
And what you said, everybody thinks differently. You might.
Yeah.
Everybody asks questions in a how do I say, in a surprising way. So it's like when they ask, like, oh, I never thought of that before, and they kind of
It's like,
challenges your It's like my kind of mind blown, and then a little bit work your brain a little bit. So it's that's the fun of it.
That's true. Hey, oops, what am I doing? Okay, so let's continue on. So today the topics are topics of the day. Salt and pepper diamonds.
No. I think it's phenomenal of
I know.
group.
Yeah. I'm pulling your link. Okay, let's check it out. The phenomenon of the Feldspar group. Okay, Feldspar, the most abundant mineral on Earth. Really, Andrew? This Feldspar is the most abundant mineral on Earth. I thought it's quartz.
Well, quartz is the second most abundant mineral on Earth behind Feldspar.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, because we are studying about gems, and gem wise, quartz of course is more than Feldspar. But when it comes to geology, when it comes to rocks, Feldspar is the most abundant one.
Oh, okay. So those of you who have friends who like Feldspar, do like and share this with them. Tag their names, then they can find out that actually Feldspar is the most abundant mineral on Earth. Yeah, I personally thought it was quartz because I see so much quartz all around. Quartz this, quartz that, quartz this, quartz that. And then today I learned something new, that Feldspar is the most abundant mineral on Earth. Wow. So, Andrew, what can Feldspar be a gemstone?
Okay, I got this question during some of the explanation of how rocks are formed. So just now I did mention about when it comes to rocks, geology, Feldspar is the most abundant mineral on Earth. So when I explained about the rock formation and why we can find Feldspar in almost every single type of rocks.
Yeah.
So when I explain that, people will come up with this question, oh, apart from being rock, can it be a gemstone? So that is one of the questions that I put into the slide as well. So, and the answer, of course, is yes. And Feldspar, like as the title of the slide mentioned, Feldspar is one of the most phenomenal gemstone.
It's amazing,
Yeah, it's really amazing. I mean, they can be really, really beautiful. Like the moonstone is very desirable in the market. A lot of people ask about moonstone, right, Kuming?
Yeah, this is one of those rings we made from the King's Bespoke, and it's using a moonstone in the center. It's like rainbow moonstone. You can see the rainbow, the yellow there, and the green and the like a rainbow color in the blue, and then we set it in 18 karat white gold with diamonds.
So they can. Yeah, although they are abundant, but they can be really beautiful. Like like the previous webinar that we did mention about this as well. And apart from moonstone, they can be labradorite, they can be sunstone, they can be just transparent orthoclase. Although they are quite uncommon to be seen in the market, but they're still part of the gemstone.
Yeah, actually, Feldspar, although it's abundant, right, to find gem quality is not so common.
Yeah.
And you see like moonstone, right? There's most of the moonstone in the market. You will see a lot of inclusions in them, and that is actually also it makes it more I would say more accessible to people, because the non-gem quality, I mean, it's still beautiful, but because of the inclusions and everything, people price it lower, and also the bigger abundance of it, it price it lower. And but then when you come to the others, like, you know, gem quality moonstone, wow, it's really beautiful. I don't know if you still remember, I once showed you on my phone blue moonstone from India. It was about 20 carats. I sold it off that time, and then it was really beautiful. Wow, to see like I don't know how to describe. It's like crystal ball, you know, when you look at the stone, right? It's like got this aura, blue aura, like just going like this, you know, like doing some magic show. Like, yeah, it's really amazing. Yeah, I didn't know that moonstone, labradorite, and sandstone belong to the same family. Andrew, what do you? Can you comment on this?
Well, this is one of the reactions when I show the phenomenals of the gemstones to visitors. And then when I explain, oh, moonstone, labradorite, and sandstone, they're actually part of the same family. So they're actually quite surprised because they never know that, you know, the same mineral can produce so many types of phenomena. And we do have a mineral showcase at our museum. So it shows off all of the phenomena, 8 different kinds of phenomena, and Feldspar, it occupies 3 of them. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true. The moonstone, the labradorite, and the sandstone, they are all part of the Feldspar group. And then there's a post here that amazonite also is a type of Feldspar. Green color. Wow.
Yes, it is. Yeah. It's a very beautiful stone. It's mostly opaque, but the green and the white mottling is very unique. It's one of a kind. Like I don't think you can find. Yeah, I don't think you can find it in any other stone, right? It's just amazonite.
Yeah, only amazonite. You know, looks really unique. Very unique color. Yeah. And then in moonstone, in sandstone, the phenomena is actually caused by copper platelets.
It could be copper. It could be copper. It could be hematites. Yeah, depending on what sandstone it is. Some of them they can be like sandstone from Australia, which is rather than glitters like tiny copper platelets, they are like strips, like hematite strips inside the sandstone.
Yes.
Those are pretty rare as well.
So it's reddish lah. Hematite is iron oxide.
It kind of iridescent. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Any of you here like Feldspar group? Just let us know on the comments. Tell us maybe, oh, I like moonstone, or I like labradorite, and sandstone. You know, those of you who like this gem, do comment below and let us know that you like it. And yeah, we want to promote conversations. And I think one of the beautiful things about Feldspar is the size. You can get very big size.
Yeah.
You know.
True. Like you recently got some of the labradorites, which is quite huge, like palm size.
Yeah.
And we did find some amazing labradorite, right?
Yeah, the grey one, right? The one that has 2 rainbows in it. You know.
Yeah, it was quite spectacular.
Yes, and it's also not the body color is not black; it's grey. So that is something that we're going to showcase very soon at the Gem Museum shop, and do watch out for it. Let's go on to the next slide. Can 2 of the Feldspar mineral be overlapped with one another? Andrew.
Okay, so this one, before I looked it up online, okay, one of the visitors actually asked me this before, and I do not know how to answer because I never seen 2 Feldspar species overlap with one another before. Whenever we just learn sandstone is sandstone, moonstone is moonstone. And then when the visitor actually caught me by surprise, I just said, oh, I have no idea, let me look up to it. And when I did, it really, so this is one of the pictures. Actually, I've seen a live video on this specimen before. It's like half moonstone, half sunstone that shows both of the phenomena as well. So
Yes.
the adventurousness on the left, you can see the picture. On the left is
Yes.
the orange color part, and then on the right, which is the sheen, the adorescence of the moonstone.
Wow.
So yeah,
This-
the answer is yes, it's possible.
Wow, this is interesting. It's every day. That's why actually our what do you call it? Our visitors are very important. You know, that they ask questions and then they give us really input. Oh, gosh, Terry, what do you missed it? Oh, you missed there's one giant size moonstone at the Gem Museum in the showcase. It's about 100 carats. I think 99 carats or something like that. Yeah. This Wendy Go asks, is it rare to be overlapped together?
I think so. I think so because I never seen a real specimen before. Even in school, they didn't really show any specimens of this before. But what about you? Have you seen any of these in the market?
Feldspar mineral overlap means what? Moonstone and labradorite together.
In one moonstone or sunstone together, any one of them together.
Actually, not yet. Yeah, actually not yet. So those of you who are on a gem hunt, why not go and hunt for this phenomenal feldspar, two kind of mineral together. It's actually quite hard to determine, you know, because they are quite massive. So sometimes when they polish it, right, I guess maybe a small part of that massive rock could be another mineral. You know, it's like, you know, when we get clusters of minerals, they always grow together. Yeah, I have I was telling you just now, right? I have a Hackmanite, which is a sodalite mineral that actually it changes color from blue to purple under sunlight, and also moonstone together in the same stone. So you see the moonstone effect on one side, and then on the other side you will see that the glow. I mean, if you put a UV light, you see one part of it changing to purple.
Wow.
Yeah, from Myanmar. Maybe we should take a photo. Pass this to Joanna later, then she can post it up on our Facebook. Yeah, those of you who are interested, please tap in. Yes, I want to see this. Then we will post it up.
So any
Okay.
more questions? Yeah, the audience here, are there any more questions on the feldspar?
Oh yeah, I
Now
better
we
go
can
back
move on
because
to the
any
now we can move on
questions?
to the opal.
yeah. Okay, let's move on to the opal. Colourful world of opal.
Okay.
A hydrous silica that displays play of color. Andrew, can you explain a bit of what is play of color? That means the colors are playing with each other, is it? Or the color playing catching with one another?
You can put that into a sense. Yeah, it's kind of the play of color. It will show different colors in the different part of the stone when you view the stone in different angles. So that's why it's like, yeah, it's more like you're playing with the color of the stone. You know, if you see one part of the opal, oh, it's blue, and then the other side is red. So that's how you play with the color.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. So, is there like a professional method to play with color?
Just if there's a strong sunlight, you can put it under strong sunlight, or you can just use just a normal torch. The flashlight on your phone works well as well. You know.
Yeah, the flashlight actually on the phone works pretty well. You
Yeah.
remember we went on a UV light hunting? Yeah, we went to that shop at where is it? Serangoon Road, right? We went to this light shop. What is it called? What's the light shop name? You still remember? F-stop.
Light. F-stop. F-stop. Yeah.
F-stop light shop, right?
Yeah,
Actually,
it's kind of like
those
a camping shop. Yeah.
I think they sold a lot of lights. I think they have like. So anyway, the story was that both I was actually thinking of UV lights, because when we bought our UV lights from Thailand, right, they were all burnt out already. And as you know, we can't travel now, and it will be always nice to go and have a look at the lights firsthand. So I was asking Andrew, and then he was searching, and then he found this camping shop at this Serangoon. So we decided to go there. And before that, my father was telling me that he also just bought a UV light. The brand is called Convoy. And what's so special about it is, this is not sponsored post, okay? This is really our just chatting about it. Yeah, so lunchtime gem talk, we just talk and then those of you who have any questions, just feel free to post, comment, and then we can talk about it. So this conveyor torch, right, is special because the UV light range is very what do you call it? It's not too broad, very calibrated. So you get very good UV light, very strong range lah. So when you shine it, you will see actually it's a long wave, and it glows really strongly. Yeah, so those of you who are interested now to, you know, if you have a lot of opals and a lot of different gems, I recommend you to buy different lights, you know, like different color temperatures. You know, I think there are lights that you can calibrate light temperature. Then when you shine on your stone, right, the color really, you can see the change. If you use the blue light, it tends to have more blue, so that you will see on the opal more blue and green. Then if it's more, you have an orange light, you will see more like orange, yellow, you know, this kind of colors. Yeah, let's go on to the next slide. Is it true that soaking opal in water makes it more transparent and beautiful? Andrew?
Okay, so this question I have received this many times. People who have opals, they tend to have this, you know, this concept of soaking the opal into water to make it enhance the clarity of the stone, to also to maybe to take care, let's say take care of the opal in a way. So it's upon a lot of research on the opals, some of the, I mean, it actually depends on what type of opal it is. It could be, I mean, there's two main opals in the market right now, the Australian ones and the Ethiopian ones, right? So the Australian ones, they are not porous, unlike the Ethiopian opals. So even though you put it in water, they will not soak up the water, and it will not make it transparent. It will not improve its clarity or the play of color. On the other hand, the Ethiopian opals, they are sometimes it's also known as hydrophanes, which contains more water content, and they are porous. They do soak up water if you put it in the water in a prolonged time. So that actually make it more transparent. So but it's actually not advisable to do so, because if you do it incorrectly, the hydrophane, the Ethiopian opals lose the moisture too much if you're drying it, or if you're drying it or wearing it, it tends to crack. Okay, so there's a certain method to do so, but it's not necessary to soak it in water as well. It naturally is already quite beautiful. I mean, I don't see the point of soaking it in water, and yeah, that's the thing. So what do you think, Kuming?
My dad, okay, in the Fire Gem Institute, those of you who are going to go for the gem class, you can ask my father to show you his bottle of opal. And we actually kept some opal in a bottle of water, and there was one time I think the water spilled and then we forgot to top it up. You can see all the opal lose its play of color, and then we had to just fill it back up with water again, and then you can see the play of color coming back to the opals. I think purposely soaking it in water might not be a good idea lah. You know, I think just leave it as it is. It's like if you overdo it, then like what you're saying, if it's drying out, it can also cause cracking. Yeah. So maybe don't do it lah. Maybe you can find out what's the so-called correct way of doing it. You know.
But basically, taking care of opals is for Australian ones, you just don't soak it in water. Just put it in a dry, safe place, and then just that's it. Ethiopian opals, they can lose moisture, so it's best to like put it in a damp cloth, you know, rather than soaking in water, just to protect it, just to preventing it from like dehydrating, you know.
Yeah, actually, till date, even Opal dealers, I read a book about the about the different gemstones, and they were talking a little bit about the Ethiopian opal, and they were saying like even experienced dealers don't really, there's no sure way to tell whether this opal will crack or craze. It's very random one. It's so that is something that the mystery in opal lah. Yeah, so it's interesting. Let's go on to the next slide. Any questions? Please feel free to. So actually, you covered a little bit of how to care for opal.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So basically, the Australian ones is pretty stable as it is. You don't really need to do extra care, but you know, they just keep it safe somewhere. You know, they can. Actually, they are actually quite hard, almost as hard as glass because they're silica, right? And,
yes.
So yeah, Australian ones are quite stable. It's just the Ethiopian ones. Yeah.
Yeah, but in terms of value-wise, there's a big difference, you know. I mean, we have some in the gem museum shop. Ethiopian opals is like less than $100. You can get so-called this one, but then for Australian ones, it's I think it is 5-6 times more valuable. That's also one of the reasons is the durability.
Is it also part of the rarity?
Yeah, I guess so, because you don't see so many like blue, like you can see here, the blue opal from Lightning Ridge blue, the black opal. So far I don't see like this kind of opal from Ethiopia, or maybe I haven't seen enough lah, but so far I always see this kind of white opal, crystal opal from Ethiopia. Yeah,
like the one on the right.
Yeah, and it's really beautiful, you know. I went to, where was it? Brisbane, Sydney, many years ago. I followed my dad there because he was doing some kind of he was receiving some award or something. Then I went with him. So I went to meet his friend. His name was John Bovick. He looked like Bill Gates. Very funny guy. He looked like Bill Gates. And then he deal with opals also. He deal with two things, opal and stamps. So he was showing me the opals, and every single piece is different, you know. And I think one of the difficulty for dealing with opal is, I think, pricing them. Yeah, somebody say Andrea Opal. What does it mean? Hi Eve, thanks for your comment. You are telling your friend to get opal, is it? Yeah, it's a beautiful substance, beautiful gem. Yeah, come from Australia. Yeah, the Lightning Ridge opal, and really there's a lot of education needed for opal actually. If you want to collect the harlequin, the different kind of play of color, you know. So it's a big education, and in the market wise, I guess Singapore, I don't really get a lot of requests, and so far a lot of but I do, when I have nice opals, it just gets sold out pretty fast lah. Well, opal is something that people are commenting a lot about, Andrew. Any way to tell real opals from fakes, Andrew?
Well, fakes depending on what fake it is. Is it imitation or is it synthetic opals? Yeah, actually it's quite easy to tell from whatever fakes, imitation or synthetic opals. Actually recently, I think 2 weeks ago, there's a visitor who has a jewelry that looks like an opal, and then she actually showed me, like asking me whether is it real opal or not, and then I was like, actually I do not want to give a lot of comment on that, but it's actually quite visible, because for opals that is made out of plastic, it's basically like it's a plastic gem that fills with confetti. Confettis, like triangular ones, square ones. So those are plastic imitation opals, very easily distinguishable. So whereas for synthetic opals, is of course you have to use a magnifying glass at best, like a loupe or even a microscope, to see the structure characteristics, like how do they look like. Synthetic opals, they can have the columnar structure or even the snake skin. It's just how they create the synthetic opals, whereas natural opals, they will not have either one of the characteristics.
Yeah, I think synthetic, like this they call it Gilson opals, right? I think synthetic is not so common. I think the more common are doublets or triplets, where it's actually natural opal. Then if it's a doublet, then they just stick a dome glass on top of it. Yeah, because opal, they actually form in very fine seams. So and then when you stick the glass on top of it, it magnifies the look. It gives a dome, and it also protects the opal. Yeah. So how to tell is, you can see if you strip it on the side, you will see like the potch is uneven, and you can see like two layers and two differing refractive surfaces. Yeah, so I think more importantly is how to tell imitation, like doublets, triplets from so-called natural opals. Yeah, because they sell a lot of these so-called opal triplets, like in gift shops. They make as keychains, and it's beautiful. It's really beautiful, and they sell it in jewelry too. Looks fantastic, and it's more durable actually. Yeah. Let's see. Let's go to the next slide. So Chrysoberyl. Yeah. Anyway, Terry, hope we answered your question. And let's go on to the most desired cat's eye, Chrysoberyl. Third hardest gemstone that can display chatoyancy and color change. Why you laugh?
Wow. Yeah, it's chatoyancy. Yeah, it's anybody who first seen this term always like having difficulties pronouncing this. I mean, I did mispronounce during my first class as well, like chatoyancy, until the instructor tell everyone it's chatoyancy.
Chatoyancy. I think it's like a French word, is it?
It's a French word. Okay,
Yeah.
so
So
just now you even asked me why. Are they really the third hardest gemstone?
yeah, are they really the third hardest gemstone?
Yeah, so they are ranked at 8.5 on the most hardness scale, between corundum and beryl. So they're the third hardest. Surprise.
So the first is diamond, number 10. The second is corundum, and then the third is corundum is ruby and sapphire, and then the third is chrysoberyl.
Yes.
Very interesting. So tell us a little bit more. I never heard of so does many people hear of this stone from your experience, from visitors at the gem museum?
I would say no. It's I think they rather heard before Alexandrite rather than the species name of Chrysoberyl did. So it's just they just caught them by surprise. It's like, oh, I never know it's Chrysoberyl, like is the family, the species name of Alexandrite, and even the calcite Chrysoberyl. So
it's very scientific, like this name. It's like chryso. Can you imagine somebody walk? Sir, I would like to buy a piece of chrysoberyl for my wife. I was like, huh? You know this kind of stone?
Yeah. And I cannot even find out the origin of this name. Like chryso, what is chryso means? Beryl, obviously, the chrysoberyl contains beryllium, but
yes,
what chryso means, I cannot find it.
Oh, okay, interesting. But this name is very mouthful. Chrysoberyl. Can you imagine? Diamonds are forever. Chrysoberyl is forever. Oh, I think very hard to market.
Yeah. People want it easy to pronounce.
Chrysobe, I think Alexandrite is so much easier. Like Alexandrite, wow, like there's something
Yeah.
special about that name. But Chrysoberyl.
Mm-hmm.
I also trying to make a joke. Also, I can't think of a joke to make out of Chrysoberyl. It's really a very complex name.
Yeah, it's a very serious name.
Yeah, very serious name. So, what makes them unique?
Okay,
Andrew.
so what makes them unique? A Chrysoberyl is a species that contains a few different varieties. The common one, which is just plain color, like yellow, green, yellowish green, something like that.
Like this,
But like the middle one.
yeah.
So, but what actually make Chrysoberyl unique is because of their phenomena. Okay, phenomena like the cat's eye, and even Alexandrite, which is the color changing stone. Okay, and apart from phenomena, what makes them even unique is that everyone know Alexandrite is the best color changing stone. So it is really the top of the color changing stone. And
Yep.
then for the cat's eye, it's also the most desired cat's eye of the mineral kingdom, because it would show a very distinctive cat's eye, like this picture. It's a bit too small. I hope y'all can see.
Let's make it bigger.
So, yeah. It's very distinct, one straight line across the stone, and I mean that's what people want in a cat's eye, to be as clear as possible, to be as straight as possible. And
Yeah.
apart from that, when it's sometimes some of the best quality Chrysoberyl, it will show this milk and honey effect.
Milk and honey
So-
effect.
Milk and honey, yeah. So it's like a two-tone between on the each side of the cat's eye.
Oh, and we should take a photo of it and post on our Facebook.
Do you have one?
Of course we have. We have.
Oh yeah,
we have-
your big one, is it?
yeah, we have a big stone also. We can show. I think that'd be great.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Can pass to Joanna to go and take photo. She got a question. Would it be fair to say that Chrysoberyl have the most phenomenal shown among gemstones?
This one, this one only have two. Okay, the cat's eye and the color change.
Uh-huh.
So I would say the title still goes to Feldspar, which is
Fel-
which they have three different phenomena.
Feldspar, the king of phenomena.
Yeah.
What other phenomena? You have the sunstone effect, adulorescence, the moonstone
Labradorism.
labradorescence. Then you have so three only, three.
Three.
Color change have or not? Don't have.
Oh, never seen one before.
Haven't seen a color change moonstone. That'll be cool.
Oh, very hard to imagine.
Cat's eye moonstone I've seen before. Oh yeah, moonstone also got cat's eye.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Four
How
moonstone
can I
have
forget
cat's
that? We
eye.
have one in our showcase, phenomenal
Yeah.
showcase. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Feldspars have 4 different kind of phenomena. What else you have? Moonstone, color change, cat's eye, star. Don't have star. I haven't seen a star.
No.
Star, cat's eye, star, moonstone. Yeah, I have seen so called cat's eye sapphire. It's actually not really cat's eye. It's actually the cutter that is very smart. He cut it in such a way that he only show one of the rays
Wow.
at a certain angle. Then it looks very unique. Yeah.
If so, it would still be categorized as cat's eye sapphire?
I don't think so. I haven't seen a certificate that says cat's eye sapphire before. I only see star sapphire. So, but it's actually not so obvious because you have to tilt in such a way that you hide the other rays. I have seen a double cat's eye Chrysoberyl before. I have one stone, 8-carat stone, golden one. But I see one ray, but I see another ray going like this.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's like a cross, but I haven't really seen people talking about like cross, cat's eye before.
That would be like a star already if they intersect one another.
Yeah, actually they do know, but it's not very strong. I can show it to you later. Yeah, maybe we can talk about it. Let's go on to the next slide. Let's see, next slide. Can it be without a cat's eye? Can a Chrysoberyl cat's eye be without a Chrysoberyl? I mean, without a cat's eye?
Of course can. So
then what you call it? Do you still call it cat's eye Chrysoberyl?
We just call it Chrysoberyl. The mouthful name Chrysoberyl.
Chrysoberyl.
Yeah. It can be yellow. It can be green. What other colors can it be?
They call it golden. You see golden cat's eye. I mean golden like brown. It's a brownish color. It's very beautiful. It's like honey color. So the top quality cat's eye, they always describe it as a honey color cat's eye. Yeah. And then there's a vanadium, which is like a light greenish color, but yeah, it's so called to be rare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there are common type of, I mean not common is the non-phenomenal Chrysoberyl. It's just just appreciate the color. They are still the third hardest gemstone.
Yes.
Pretty underappreciated, right? Chrysoberyl.
Oh yeah. I think in my whole career as a gem dealer, I only sold maybe 2 or 3 Chrysoberyls. They are not alexandrite. They are just Chrysoberyl. Yeah, because it's so uncommon until people don't even know what it is. And then a lot of times the Chrysoberyl, you need to get it cut really well. Then it has some kind of a sparkle. Because the colors are not like very strong colors. The only strong color I saw are mostly the green, which is like alexandrite, or maybe the golden color. But once it's yellowish, right, it's a very pale kind of yellow. So when you cut it up nicely, it doesn't have that saturation. Yeah. So that's why I think.
Okay.
So let's move on to the last stone, which is Peridot. So those of you who enjoy yourself so far, please let us know, and we can do more of this lunchtime gem talk. And then and also those of you who know about Peridot and you have friends who like Peridots, please share with them, like and share, tag their name about Peridot. Peridot is also one of the birthstones for when August, is it?
August, yes.
Yeah, August. So this month is Peridot month. But so far I haven't had anybody asking me about Peridot this month.
But do they ask about spinels? It's also another birthstone for August.
Not so much. I think gemstones are really not a talk about thing in Singapore. The last few weeks we have visitors, like they are just very curious what is gemstones. Then they come and take a look.
Yeah.
I think like Peridot, spinel, even Feldspar, you don't really hear so much. Mostly it's just diamonds, rubies, sapphires, emeralds. This is what people want to give people. Yeah, because
You go.
Yeah, you're saying?
No, you go.
No, like, because you see, you give a gift, right? Then the person don't know what it is. It's very how to say, anti-climax. Today I bought you a very special stone. It's called Peridot. The person, what's a Peridot? Very plastic.
It makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, but it's quite unfortunate, They are actually really beautiful stones. Chrysoberyl, Feldspar, Peridot, spinels. People do need to know more about them actually.
Yeah, you said one of the 2 gemstones formed in the mantle of the earth. So you mean what? Many gemstones are not formed in the mantle of the earth?
Yeah. Apart from these 2, the rest they form on the crust of the earth, where they can form from igneous rock and sedimentary rocks. But whereas for Peridot and another, just for your information, another gemstone that form in the mantle is the diamond. So diamond and Peridot both form in the mantle of the earth.
So you can give a Peridot and say, actually, I'm giving you one of the 2 stones that are formed in the mantle of the earth. The first one is diamond, and this one today I buy for you is a Peridot. It's almost the same category as a diamond.
Wow.
Information wise, it's the same quality, same category. you know. But the value-wise is a big difference. And it's actually pretty rare. Anyway, we have some questions here. Eric Wong was saying that yes, primary stones are more preferred than secondary stones. Yeah, that's true, because I think knowledge of stones, you know, the more people know about it, marketed, then people have the appreciation. And then, but he also said that Peridot are nice stones too. Yeah, I agree with you. And then we have a question about spinel. What are the colors of spinel, please? Oh, okay. Jessa, some basic colors are red spinel. They're very prized because they look like ruby. And then there's also blue spinel. There's green spinel, pink spinel. There's actually pretty much lavender colored spinel. Is there any other colors?
Gray.
Yellow, gray spinel. I haven't seen yellow spinel before, so yeah, so quite a lot of colors there are in spinel. So anyway, back to Peridot. Thanks for your question, Jessa. Thank you very much, and we have an answer for you here in thanks to our team at the Gem Museum.
I think next,
You know,
yeah, the topic of spinel, we're gonna talk about it soon. Because
we haven't did.
we did a webinar on spinels, the little red dot.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
I think that's next week, is it?
I think so.
Yeah, Eric Wong also says that that many can't tell between red spinel garnets and ruby. Yeah, it's quite true, because you know they're reddish, and yeah, that's why people have their misconception. But the red is slightly different. After you see more stones, you can actually tell. But red of the garnet and spinel quite close. There's this brownish red that both of them share the same color. So is Peridot only green?
Not only green. Okay, Peridot usually comes in a mixture of yellow and green. A pure green Peridot, I would say it's quite rare. Quite rare to find pure green Peridot. Right.
Yeah, because the color of the green, the color is not just based on the color of the stone, but based on the carat weight. You need to have really like large stone with a nice deep pavilion to give it a nice deep green color. So if you see like Peridots that are smaller size, 1-2 carat size, you don't have that kind of depth of color as compared to a large 20 carat, 30 carat stone. So yeah, you need a good size to have a green, more deeper green.
So why Peridot only comes in yellow and green? It doesn't have a lot of other colors. I mean, it could be pure yellow as well. Is quite rare. I've never seen a pure yellow Peridot. Mostly they are a mixture of pure green and yellow, which is yeah, it's a weird color combination, I would say. But
Unique,
unique. That's the word, unique.
Yeah.
So one of the reasons why they only have this fixed coloration is that because of the iron, okay, the chemical of iron that is essential to the formation of the Peridot that gives it the color. So yeah, recently I just told Joanna about the idiochromatic gems. So it's one of the terms, gemological terms, which gemstone uses the essential chemical to produce the color, compared to allochromatic, which is they got the color from trace elements. Right, Stephanie has a question.
Yeah, it says, what's the average price of good quality Peridot? Recently got a 4.3 plus carat Peridot and setting it into a necklace. But I think pricing wise, right, it's quite difficult to say, because the stone itself is the product, then the brand. You know, or if you buy from a dealer, then the stone, where is it from? Is it from Pakistan or is it from Burma? And then also if it's certified. And then the next thing also is the clarity wise, is it very clean? A lot of times Peridot, the value jumps a lot higher when it's totally clean, because when it has inclusions, what happens is that the Peridot is a DR stone. That means when you look into the stone, you will see a doubling effect. So when you have inclusions, it tend to like makes the stone a bit look like a blurry. And then also in terms of cutting wise, if you buy it from Europe, the price tend to be like even 5 times more expensive because of the cutting. I once had a German Peridot about 18 carats. You know, I sold it for, people were asking $500 per carat for it. You know, in the end I sold it at a loss. I think it was like 500 Sing or 400 Sing dollars. Yeah, because there was nobody who understand that kind of cutting. But in Europe they sell it very high price because of the cutting and also the size. I have seen Peridots ranging from $50, $10 a carat all the way to I think $700 a carat lah. So it's very difficult to ascertain exactly what is the price, and also due to the rarity and also the color wise. So till date there's not really a grading system and a pricing system. I mean, there is a pricing system, but more like wholesale lah, but not as a consumer. Yeah, and it is really depending. And in gemstones, it's always a willing buyer, willing seller, because of the beauty. Therefore, there's a price, and always there's a negotiation to get to a price that both parties are happy with. Yeah. Yeah. So many people talk about that. Yeah, this Eric wants to have a friend have a pretty huge peridot set in a ring. Yeah. I think peridot is one of those stones that you can find a 400 carat, 500, 100 carat, 200 carat still lah, and it's a very rare stone actually. Sorry because only 2 places like Burma and Pakistan, these 2 are the main producer for the nice quality peridot, and it's a couple $100 a carat only. It's not like sapphire, you know. Sapphire you have like $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 a carat. You know, so it's actually a very undervalued stone. Yeah, but not many people also, it's because of the color also lah. Like what you were saying, Andrew, yellowish green. It's not a color that people would like, wow. You know, only those people who really like green, yeah, they will go for this peridot. And also you need the big size lah. I mean, those of you who are watching now, you don't have to Google search 400 carat peridot. And let me see whether it does return any end results. 400 carat peridot. Oh no, they don't show. They only show like there's this in GIA. They show 130 carat. Wow, nice.
Yeah, I think I have shown the photo in the Peridot webinar. I think it's in one of the museums, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So anyway, the next slide here, you say, is it rare, Andrew? Yeah. I think it is, right? Yeah.
So yeah, you already mentioned there's only 2 locations that have commercial quantity of peridot, which is Myanmar and Pakistan. So it's the lesser location, the rarer it becomes.
There's another location, Xinjiang, from China. But mostly are the smaller sizes.
For right now. Is it a new location for peridot?
No lah. Ever since I came into the trade about 10 years, 15 years ago, they already have this location, but they don't have very big size. Like below 6 carat there is, but 10 carat up, wow, don't have. Yeah.
Okay.
So peridot is peridot is one of those that has a big size lah. Yeah. Then the color is. And
actually, I actually looked up to peridot. Peridot is actually part of the olivine, which is a type of quite an abundant mineral as well. So olivine, they are abundant, but peridot, they are the gem quality of olivine, which is quite a low amount of them. So that's one of the reasons why they can be rare as well. The big ones, the good quality ones, the nice colored ones.
So olivine, what is olivine actually? What is olivine, Andrew?
Olivine is a type of it's actually peridot. Maybe it's just not gem quality. It could be very small. It could be like just a piece of rock, you know, like a yellowish green type of rock. So that's olivine.
And also it's found in meteorites, huh?
Oh yeah, peridot also found in meteorites.
In this meteorite called Palisade. and
Like,
yeah, it's a yellowish kind of color, kind of green color, what do you call it, material. And there's some unique inclusions such as this black octahedral chromite crystals, and even this lily pad inclusions, which are very very beautiful. It looks like really like a pond, you know, like all the lily pads. Only
Yeah.
minus the swan. You need to find a swan and some turtles in it.
yeah, that's one of the perks of being a gemologist, is that you can see unique inclusions within the stone, and then when you see something beautiful, you can just, let your imagination run wild. Like this lily pad, it's a green lily pad, maybe in a green pond or whatever, and then yeah, it's just imagine.
Wow, very interesting. I want to do a zooming in with gems or a session on inclusions. Yeah, just to showcase to people about inclusions, or maybe even an exhibition on inclusions. Yeah, those of you who are interested, just type in the comments, and yeah, we will try to do something like that, really to bring out the beauty of gemstones. It's funny because certain gems, certain inclusions are actually rare, and then but because of the education of diamonds, 4Cs, in terms of clarity, affecting the so-called the grade, yeah, I think that also lower the value of inclusions. Wow, I've got so many people interested. Wendy, wow, Eric also said nice inclusions. Wow, okay, let's see how we can do this. Yeah, we have a digital microscope that we show. I think if you join our zooming in with gems, actually we're having a zooming in with gems tomorrow. Those of you who haven't signed up, go to thegemmuseum.eventbrite.com, and yeah, sign up for the zooming in gems tomorrow, and we will have a topic on tanzanite. We're going to talk about tanzanite. Yeah, and it's going to be exciting. Yeah, so let me see, do we have any more slides to go? That's our last slide. Yeah, you can connect with us through Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, the Gem Museum. Just search the Gem Museum, follow us, like us, subscribe to us, and join us for the next lunchtime gem talk next week, at same time, same place, same channel. And also, yeah, just now we had a lot of interesting questions.
Yeah,
we have a question.
A last statement from Eric. Yeah.
In fact, when I see slight inclusion in some stone, I know it's real and probably not heat treated, or it might crack. Yeah, but do you know that when you have inclusions, it's just an indication of being natural. So when you heat a stone, the inclusions can change. So like some of the crystals will melt, and then some of the needles will melt. Yeah, so there's actually we have a course on that, ruby and sapphire heat treatment, and they study about inclusions, how to tell between a heat treated stone and an unheated stone. Yeah, that is another course altogether. But if you're interested, just send us a text message, and we'll let you know about the next course. Jessa says thanks. Yeah, you're welcome. We always want to welcome discussion and about gemstones, because that's where we form community, and that's something that we want to foster, community with gem enthusiasts. It's actually not everybody has this liking. Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why we started the Gem Museum. Sometimes in my group of friends, I think I'm the only one that's like crazy about gemstones, and yeah, it's so anyway, we thought we create a museum so that we can gather people. Hi Mohammed Shamri, hi, thanks for joining us again. Yeah, so I think I wanted to say this, last week I wanted to do a live to tell everybody, but for those of you who really love gemstones, yeah, join for us for our lunchtime gem talk. Like our Facebook, share your, share with us about your stones, tell us more about why you like gemstones, because after opening the Gem Museum, then we realized that there's so many people who like gemstones, and sometimes if you share your friends, they might be thinking like, "Ayya, what's this?" You know, it's true. Sometimes I don't know how to put it, but we just would like to provide a platform for people to share their likes and their love for gemstones. So, you know, feel free to connect with us. Yeah. Sorry, suddenly I'm a bit emotional when I talk about this. Yeah, but those of you who really love gemstones, you're not alone, and you're not crazy. Okay. Wow, Jessa is watching from Australia. Wow, you have a wonderful country full of gemstones, you know, Jessa. You can go digging, you can go noodling around for opals, you can, and there's so many lapidary clubs in Australia. You know, we wish we had those clubs here in Singapore, where we can actually share cutting stones together and all this, you know. But I'm very happy that you joined us. Thank you for joining us. And she collects opals. Wow. Yeah, that's beautiful. Do share with us. Drop us a PM or something with some of your collection, you know, and we can talk about that. Let's see. Veronica Go says, heard that in fact that 95% of rubies, sapphires are heated or treated. Those 100% untreated are rare and are way more costly. Well, Veronica, what do you think, Andrew? Can you comment on this?
I'm not sure about the percentage, but yeah, we do see a lot of ruby and sapphire that are heat treated, and the price as well is not my expertise, so I will have to push it back to you.
Well, I think one of the three things in gemstones, we always talk about it. What is it, Andrew?
Rare.
Rare. Okay, first is the rarity, then is the
Beauty.
And then
the durability.
Yeah, this is the definition for a gem. So why people heat treat them, right, is also because of the beauty, to improve the color, to lighten the color, you know, and some of times it's also improve the clarity, because when you heat it, you melt certain inclusions and then the stone looks clearer. So when it's untreated, it's rare, yes. But then a lot of times when the stone is untreated, it is not so beautiful. So you still can buy like stones that are untreated, like so-called ruby, but it's like blackish red, you know, or maybe pinkish red or something like that, you know, like colors that are not like fully red saturated. And well, those stones, and then when it's, you know, not unheated, so far there are many stones that are unheated that are not so desirable. You know, and I think those are stones that are also underappreciated. I mean, the fact that it's untreated makes it very rare, but because of the beauty, so beauty also causes the value to increase. So if the stone is like not desirable and it's not like beautiful, then it lowers the value wise. So yeah, you can find an untreated stone that costs less than a heat treated beautiful stone. Yeah, so that's one of my comments for that. Yeah, so anyway, today we are almost up. Any burning questions or any comments you want to make, please just type in the comments. Thanks for your participation, Veronica. Thank you very much. Yeah, but I think heat treatment also is undervalued treatment, because it really helps to stabilize the supply of gemstones in the market. Like I always tell people a story of like big jewelry stores. You know, if they want to have collections of gems jewelry, and if you use only unheated stones, it'll be very difficult, because for the same stone, one stone of one design, you have at least 1,000, 2,000 stores in the world. You need to have one of each of this product in these 2,000 stores. That means you need to have 2,000 pieces of the same product. And if it's unheated, wow, it's very difficult. All the stones, all the jewelry all look different in color. Yeah, and that's why heat treatment it actually normalizes the color across the board, that you can actually create a collection out of them. Yeah, and also glass filled rubies, they do fill a gap in the market. You know, some people, they just want big red, you know, like big stones, big red stones. that's where they turn to glass filled ruby, you know, where they put glass in, they can big size, 10 carat, 20 carat, I don't know, $100, $50, or it's not expensive stones. Of course, the durability is lesser than a normal natural ruby, but yeah, so it actually fills the gap lah for the gems and jewelry market. Yeah, that's my comment on heat treatment. So now actually heat treated stones, they're also expensive ones, they're valuable ones, but it's kind of like undervalued because everybody want to buy the untreated natural stones. Yeah, and there's a lot of things going on that is wow. Veronica has a comment. He say in Chinese they call it Xing Sao, Lao Sao. Wow, Lao Sao, I agree, it serves its purpose, but the Xing Sao is a no cause it's not natural. Wow, this is a new, I think, because there are a few kind of heat treatment, right, Andrew? Can you tell us a little bit about heat treatment?
Heat treatment. I mean, heat treatment, they can manipulate the duration, the temperature of the treatment itself, to and even the oxygen level of the treatment too, to give it different color, different I mean, yeah, basically to change the color of the stone, to intensify or even to lighten the color. Other than that, Xing Sao, I never heard of that, Xing Sao, but what kind of Xing Sao is that?
Yeah, so maybe there's normally for heat treatment for ruby and sapphires is the high heat, which is 1800 degrees Celsius.
Alright.
But then recently there's also a heat treatment that is below, like maybe about 800 degrees Celsius.
Yeah.
So a lot of times these kind of stones, the inclusions don't change so much.
Yeah.
Then there's another kind of heating, is called beryllium heat treatment, which they add in beryllium, and this gives like a coating and makes the color very vibrant. So I guess when you buy stones, just ask, is it heated or not heated? Yeah. So I guess this is a trade thing lah. Xing Sao, those Chinese will interpret as gone through plastic surgery. Yeah, but thanks for your comment. You know, we can
do another talk on treatment also. It'll be quite interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of treatments apart from heat treatment, and yeah, you'll be surprised what this treatment can do to the stone.
Yep.
Really.
Okay. Thank you very much for all your sharing. Our time is up. We overrun a little bit today. Thank you everybody. So see you all next week, and take care and God bless. Take care. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.